Oh, hi there. How's it going? I was just texting. I was texting with my friends, all five robots. Wait, do you think I should take my hat off? Yeah. I look like a goofball, don't I? Yeah, let me take my hat off. 1 second. Okay, well then. My name is John Chaparro, and I am the current host of the late program with John Chaparro. We air on the local channel Perth Amboy Television, and we also show up on YouTube, apparently. To my knowledge, at least. Anyways, I want to talk briefly about something real quick, and it correlates between this and a certain individual that just recently retired. But he didn't retire, he left his post, let's put it that way. The gentleman I want to talk about is a man by the name of Craig Ferguson, and he used to host the Late Late Show on CBS for 10 years. Now, the connection between Ferguson and myself is that his show was on CBS, and it wasn't like any other late night show. He had a different dynamic to where he didn't follow the rules like all the other late night shows. You know, he was essentially what Letterman to us, what Letterman was to everybody else back then. Craig Ferguson is like that for us now. Very unconventional style of show. I mean, he went against every sort of late night television rule in the book. He went against it. He had a gay robot skeleton who was saying recycle things at one point to now he was actually having interaction with them. He had a pantomime horse. He turned his late night show into something of a spectacle. Into where it wasn't like something you'd see on TV. It wasn't like Jimmy Fallon. It wasn't like David Letterman, where the one thing they rely on is structure. The Nerd Writer made a video about this, pretty much outlining the differences between regular shows, where a lot of what late night television is a mirage, in a sense. And you would go in, and not to say those are bad shows, because I personally like some of them, but what Craig Ferguson did was he took all of the show business kind of mirage kind of thing, and he flipped it upside down. It was very unconventional. It was honest. It was genuine. It was extremely forthcoming, and it was such a pleasure and a treat to watch every night. Genuinely funny. Everything just felt so real about it, and it was extremely entertaining. And the connection between Ferguson and this show, if you want to call this a show at least, was I didn't really know what to do with myself from 2010, 2011 at the beginning of those years, because I really wanted to play baseball. I was in high school, and I really wanted to play baseball. Now, I had known about late night television before. I was always big into it. I just was never really, I didn't really get a chance to watch a lot because I used to go to sleep early. But I'd watch it when I get the chance, and I was familiar with Craig Kilborn being on CBS, and that's how I ended up starting watching Conan O'Brien on The Tonight Show. Yes, I did watch The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. And, David Letterman, of course, and I loved his work on NBC. YouTube is a good thing. But I didn't really know what to do. So around that time, I started getting into broadcasting because my baseball career didn't exactly shoot off. But I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Although I did the morning announcement programs on TV in my high school, I enjoyed being on television, but I thought there would be more to that. And I started watching Craig Ferguson extensively in the late 2010, early 2011, in my senior year of high school. And his show was so good. He made it look so easy, so fun, and so effortless that I thought, hey, I could do it. So he essentially was one of the main inspirations of wanting to do comedy and wanting to do a late night talk show, because his originality, his deference for the show businessy, jokey style kind of show, where instead of doing that, he was very genuine, very real. He had real moments where he spoke about the Boston bombing, he spoke about the Colorado shooting, he eulogized his parents, he spoke candidly about 9/11, he spoke about his alcoholism that he went through. And then all the things that he did were different because it was all off the top of his head, improv, and real. And it was a very entertaining hour of television. He would do this thing where he would rip up the cards and throw the cards and discard them because he wanted to get rid of that phony talk show relationship thing where you would sit there and have pre-interviewed questions, and he wouldn't do the standard monologue. He would just riff off things off the top of his head, and it was really great to watch. So me being a vulnerable high schooler, I thought that was the coolest thing. So I don't want to say I credit him for being one of the inspirations for wanting to do something like this. You know, Johnny Carson laid out the template for late night television shows with the desk, the microphone, the chair, and everything, and David Letterman took it and flipped it on his head so you can be weird on TV. And then Ferguson took it another level and brought the awkward, you know, and he took, and I always say the best moments in life are the moments that are spontaneous, that are off the cuff, and a lot of late night shows don't have that, and I like to emulate this show just like that. Even me doing this is unscripted, unplanned, is a testament to how much he's influenced me, because I felt that, you know, if I wanted to say something, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to use this as my platform. So I want to say to Mr. Ferguson, if he ever decides to see, I have a really, I guarantee you he's not going to see this, but if you do see this, Mr. Ferguson, I want to say thank you. Thank you for entertaining not only myself, but millions of people throughout the times that you've done your show on CBS. And as you said on your final episode, whatever endeavor that you are going to do, we're going to be there because your kids are still young. And, you know, we generally just like you as a performer. You've entertained us for all these years, and we'll continue to be entertained by you as long as you're doing it. We'll miss you on CBS. You know, it was always a treat turning on after Letterman and seeing something goofy, seeing a horse in my face, or, you know, him interrogating, you know, people in the audience, and, you know, just riff-raffing with beautiful women and whatever. And it's something that I am gonna miss, and I guess I can say I'm influenced by that, because when I started watching it, I wanted to start doing my own kind of show, and I model my show around the model that he brought on. I'm not trying to imitate, because although imitation is the best form of flattery, I don't want to be a direct imitator. I want to more, like, you know, be my own, but in like a tribute, do like a tribute to, you know, what was done. So again, Mr. Ferguson, I'm saying that out of respect, of course, because I don't know you personally, but thank you for, you know, all the years that you've entertained me. And you will be missed on CBS, but whatever else you do, your lovely robot skeleton army will be there with you. Also, big credit to the Nerd Writer, who he did a video about all this, about Craig Ferguson, and it was actually really, really good. So anyways, I want to wish you all a good night, and if you're watching this, please check out more of what we have on this channel. We have a lot of stuff here, and I hope you get a chance to watch it. We love doing this show, and hopefully you enjoy watching it. All the things will be in the description. Follow us, like us on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. So in the vein of what Craig Ferguson would do, this is unscripted, just genuine, spur of the moment, wanting to do this for, you know, just to put it out there, because I felt like I should. Anyways, everybody, please, we'll see you on the next show. God bless you all, and I would have time for an awkward pause, but I'm running low on time. Good night, everybody.